Traditional firewalls can block thousands of malicious IP addresses every hour, but a single data point slipping through those filters can mark the beginning of an undetected attack lifecycle. Many cloud breaches bypass the perimeter because the attacker isn't breaking in, they are logging in. The telemetry shows a valid identity and access management, or IAM, role connecting from a region your company never operates in at 3 a.m. This shift redefines the indicator of compromise. A cloud IOC is defined by behavioral patterns. Using legitimate credentials, the attacker appears authorized. The legacy filter remains untriggered while they access sensitive databases outside their normal scope. Effective detection now depends on monitoring the context of an action rather than just its origin. Relying on legacy threat intelligence in a cloud environment creates a visibility gap, leaving core data accessible to authorized identities acting with malicious intent. Identifying these anomalies requires aggregating multiple disparate streams of intelligence, bringing them together to establish a baseline of normal behavior. We start with strategic intelligence. Frameworks like MITRE ATTK for cloud and CSA threat reports provide the context needed to understand the current tactics and objectives of specific threat actors. Operational intelligence adds another layer. Community feeds like GreyNoise and Alien Vault OTX identify infrastructure that is actively scanning the internet for vulnerabilities. These feeds integrate with services like AWS GuardDuty. It ingests CloudTrail, VPC flow logs, and DNS logs into a central machine learning engine, cross-referencing internal logs against external threat data at the control plane level, requiring no installed agents. Combining community OSINT with agentless, ML-driven log analysis provides visibility across the environment without impacting application performance or scaling. Once the intelligence streams are established, we can define the specific behavioral patterns that indicate an active compromise. We look first at IAM behavior. On this timeline, a create user event followed by an attach user policy event occurring milliseconds apart indicates an automated script attempting to escalate privileges. Network IOCs in the cloud often focus on outbound traffic from unexpected sources, such as a serverless Lambda function suddenly attempting to connect to a known command and control server. Data access IOCs track volumetric anomalies. For example, pulling 10,000 objects from an S3 bucket in 1 hour is an indicator of data exfiltration. We also monitor for configuration changes used as evasion tactics, such as the set and deactivation of CloudTrail logging or the deletion of VPC flow logs. Because attackers rotate their infrastructure frequently, the value of these specific indicators decays quickly. An IP address used in an attack today may be abandoned within days. Tracking these API sequences allows security teams to identify malicious intent even when the credentials being used are fully legitimate. Manual security triage is too slow for cloud speed attacks. By the time a human analyst reviews an alert, the data may already have been extracted. Effective response requires an automated remediation workflow that triggers the moment a cloud IOC is matched. In AWS, a GuardDuty finding can be automatically routed through Amazon EventBridge to initiate a response. EventBridge triggers a Lambda function that instantly revokes access for the compromised IAM principal, containing the threat before an analyst even receives the notification. This follows the 3-step rule for IOC response. First, contain the threat at the credential level. Second, collect immutable log data for forensics. And third, notify the relevant stakeholders. Coupling behavioral threat intelligence with automated quarantine workflows allows organizations to neutralize active threats in seconds, long before manual triage could ever begin.